What made you finally stand up to your parents? Something was wrong when I got home. Shredded pieces of official letterhead scattered in the garbage disposal like confetti. 2 hours with tweezers later, I'd pieced together Stanford University and congratulations on my bedroom floor. The enrollment deadline was Friday. It was Wednesday. 18 years of straight A's, perfect test scores, and my parents had destroyed my acceptance letter because I was getting too big for my britches. The full scholarship, tuition, room, board, everything, gone because they thought I didn't deserve it. Growing up, they'd convinced me I was average, maybe below average. Don't aim too high, sweetie, was practically my mother's catchphrase whenever I brought home another perfect report card. Disappointment hurts more when you expect too much. Dad would always nod along. People like us don't go to fancy schools. We're practical folk. But I'd been secretly working with my guidance counselor, Mrs. Taylor, during lunch breaks. She said she'd never seen academic performance like mine from our small town. Together, we'd applied to colleges without them knowing. When I confronted them at breakfast the next morning, they didn't even try to deny it. You destroyed my Stanford acceptance letter. Mom just sighed like I was being dramatic. Sweetie, those fancy schools aren't for people like us. You'd be miserable and drop out within a month. They offered me a full ride, I said, my voice shaking. Full tuition, room and board, everything. Dad's face hardened. And who's going to take care of us when we're older? Who's going to help with the family business? What family business? You work at a gas station. That's when Mom dropped the real bomb. We already called them yesterday and declined on your behalf. We told them you decided to stay local and work instead. The room started spinning. You, what? We're your parents, Dad said firmly. We know what's best for you. End of discussion. I walked straight to school and found Mrs. Taylor. When I told her what happened, she immediately called Stanford's admissions office. After a tense 20-minute conversation, she hung up with tears in her eyes. We might be able to fix this, she said, but you need to be on a plane to California tomorrow for an emergency interview. They'll make a final decision Friday morning. I don't have money for a plane ticket, she smiled. I do. Consider it an investment in your future. That afternoon, I went home and packed a single suitcase. They were waiting in the living room like some kind of intervention committee. Where do you think you're going? Mom demanded. Stanford, I said simply. I'm flying out tonight. Dad stood up. Absolutely not. You're grounded. Give me that suitcase. I'm 18, I said, backing toward the door. You can't ground me anymore. As long as you live under our roof, you follow our rules, he shouted. That's when I said the words that changed everything. Then I guess I don't live here anymore. I walked out with just my suitcase and never looked back. Mrs. Taylor drove me to the airport. The Stanford interview went perfectly. They reinstated my admission on the spot. 4 years later, I graduated summa cum laude with a degree in computer science. I now work for a tech company in Silicon Valley, making more money than they ever dreamed possible. They still send Christmas cards every year, asking when I'm coming home to stop playing pretend. I frame every promotion letter I get and hang them in my office. Some people collect art. I collect proof that they were wrong about everything. They never got to see me graduate, never met my colleagues, never stepped foot in my corner office with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the San Francisco Bay. Last month, I bought the gas station where my father works, not to fire him, just to own it. Now, every paycheck he earns technically comes from the daughter who was too big for her britches. The best revenge isn't anger, it's success they can never claim credit for.